A report has been making around on social media about Kizz Daniel, and we need to talk about it because Kizz Daniel has come out to debunk the whole thing and saying that, man, not my fault, it's because of the disagreement between the show organizers. So we need to actually understand, because the headline is reading Kizz Daniel in yet in another fracas with a show promoter for arriving late for his show. That is what a lot of people and blogs are making it to look like. I think they are sabotaging this guy to an extent. That is something I feel about all of this. But we need to understand it differently, because you don't just have to listen to one person and decide to say, I want to use it to judge the whole situation. But based on the stories coming in from Kizz Daniel, I got to understand it also from his own point of view. According to Kizz Daniel, he said, first, this wasn't my fault. Whatever clips you all are seeing is a beef between the tour agent, that is Olamide Baron, and the show promoter. I was paid to come perform in Paris by Olamide Baron in full. He sold the show to another promoter, and according to him, the promoter breached his contract by not paying him his balance. I will be posting the notice of breach of contract. And he posted this notice. You could see Olamide Baron Incorporated, Sport and Entertainment Management Limited. And you could see the date, the tour date in Italy 7th, and France 9th of November 2025. Now he went further to say, I have been ready since 6 a.m. for a 12:25 p.m. Flight. Thankfully, my brother Adeshope was with me at the hotel. We were delayed from flying by Olamide Baron, so he could get his money, which I wasn't aware of until later. He resolved the issue with the promoter, but we couldn't make the flight. The next available flight, according to Baron, was 5:25 p.m. So we came into Paris late because of an unresolved issue between the two promoters. I was paid and was ready to perform. I never requested for a type of car or ask they bring and escalate. All lies. They are lying against me. That is what Kizz Daniel is trying to say in this. And I have been going to shows in rented cars since I got to Europe. I came to the venue still because I wanted to perform. Unfortunately, the venue closed by 11 p.m. according to the promoters. I tried my best to make this run a smooth one, but sometimes it get as it be. So that is what is coming. So finally, he could not make it. The venue, they don't close and down. Possibly maybe the time where they book for the event, it don't actually end. And this is a big loss to an extent. That is something I got to understand. And temper go actually rise. That is the video you actually saw. So this is kind of conflict. One event organizer can't sell event, give another person can't breach contract. So now it's affecting the artist in place. So a lot of people will come, they ask the question, why always Kizz Daniel? And he went further to say, as for the first two shows we did, Italy and Sweden, I got to the venue at exactly the time given to me to arrive. Sometimes promoters want to wait till they have a full hall before performing. They want to sell the hall finish. That is the one make everybody come before the artist go start performance. I performed 4 a.m. in Parma, from getting ready since 8 p.m. 1:30 a.m. in Sweden, from getting ready since 9 p.m. I couldn't do a full set in Sweden because the venue was gonna shut down due to curfew. As for Amsterdam, I am here and ready. The promoter gave me 3 a.m. as performance time. I have it in recording. All I will be there. Okay, and I will be there by his grace. Colin, the promoter gave 10 p.m. as performance time, and I will be there excited. So that is coming in from Kizz Daniel right now. A lot of people are now talking about it, and it's all trending on social media. So let's give Kizz Daniel benefit of doubt, but this is not the first time of this guy having this kind of issue. So a lot of people are now asking the question, why always Kizz Daniel? So I want you to put your own opinion in the comment section, what you feel about all of this. Guys, it gets some things where they don't see. Outside people now, they don't agree for Afrobeat. I think a lot of people are really trying to do something from the north. That is something, and we should give them this opportunity, and we should lend them a platform. So we should actually lend them a platform. That is something I'm begging you people, because it is not easy to rise as a big artist from the north. You know, Idris Abdul Karim actually stayed in the north. He got to like change location to Lagos before he could really see the limelight. And the likes of Two-Face Idibia grew up in Jos. You know, Jos is regarded as North Central, although it's a bit, you know, mixed up. Like, we're not going to call and call North. That is, it's easier for you in the Jos and in Jos. And then we got the likes of Emma Abaga, you know, Ice Prince, and a lot of others. But based on what I they see recently, based on some kind of levels what they see, I feel that, man, these guys, they're not a back down. Oh. I feel that they are not really backing down. That is something I feel. So I want you to see this. Guys, what can you say about this? I don't listen to, like, you know, Hausa piano, different kind of sounds. Although some people from the south don't they join them, like Kizz Daniel, you know, sometimes interpolates some Hausa sounds and all those kind of things into Afrobeat. And that is something we got to, like, you know, we got to be inclusive if we must promote Afrobeat to an extent. But whether you like it or not, in the north, they got their own limitation also. You get one artist who I know those days. He's called Aladdin Ayebe. Aladdin Ayebe. This guy, you know, I listened to him, I think 1998, 1999. I was still listening to this guy where he say, Aladdin, you know, I listened to him, although he's not really visible in the music industry. He tried to, like, you know, do something, although he has his own style. Oh. That is something. I want you guys to go and Google this guy, you know. Aladdin Ayebe grew up in Jos, Nigeria, and started singing in high school, where he was one of the lead singer of his choir at St. Morumba College in Jos. He later moved to Lagos, because he got to move to Lagos. Lagos is the music capital of Nigeria, or entertainment capital of Nigeria, and was part of a rap R&B group called Bone to Bone. His debut outing on Z Mirage Music, produced by OJB Jazri, include the single Aladdin, Maya Gemu. That is that song now. Aladdin, Maya Gemu, Ninkana. I remember that year. So reportedly stayed at #1 for weeks on radio in northern Nigeria at that time. He has performed internationally in Venezuela, Hungary, France, Italy, England, and has worked with electronic producers and Afro artists in Austria and Europe during his time in Venice club scene. His music style and recent work, his music blend Afrobeat with Arewa, northern Nigeria influence. There is mention of him going back to basic exploring Hausa influence vibes. Example tracks project Who Be This Malam, released January 18, 2022. He steps into more of the Hausa Arewa influence style, you know, EP Love and Plantain, and other recent releases. That is you know, this guy. So a lot of people don't really understand that. You know, Hausa people, we get some people we don't really come into music industry from the Hausa land, but they get their own limitations, you know, in terms of cultural. You know, get what you could do now. Those people will see them as, you know, haram and all those kind of things. That is something I got to really understand about that. So when you talk of the limitations, they have language and audience barrier. You got to like, speak Hausa to an extent for you to get Hausa audience. Davido don't host a concert for you, like, man. Thank you, Davido. So like, Afro beats and other Afro pop, like, is really sung in Pidgin, Yoruba, or English or Igbo. So we need to bring in Hausa. The likes of Idris Abdul Karim actually tried, where he did something. Idris, Sawungarin Kano, Sawungarin. I remember those times. Those are some of the limitations they have because of the level of literacy in the north. And then we got a media and industry concentration. They concentrated on the Igbos, Yoruba. That is something we got. Lagos, Abuja, Port Harcourt, they remain the hubs of entertainment. So it is not easy to break into the north. That is something I got to understand. We got cultural and religious value, because they uphold this thing, you can, step on their boundaries. Some families and communities view secular music as un-Islamic, leading artists to focus on Islamic or cultural sounds instead. Focus on local genre. They have this flair, this love for local genre, the Kannywood soundtracks, Hausa hip hop, Arewa pop, and all those kind of things. And then limited exposure and promotion is also affecting them to an extent. So, guys, what can you actually make out of this? I want you to put that in the comment section so that we can really have a take on what you feel, because a lot of people are really, really coming out to say, how do we get the northern people involved in this thing? But we got to speak their own language. We got to include them in it, but their own, culture, religious, and environment is so sensitive for secular music. That is something a lot of people will really argue about. And I think I will see that sense with them. That is something, because I know will come release music or do concert for the North now. At the end of the day, they say, haram and all those things, cut in hand and all this. So I don't really want that, so that it will not turn to, I remember one time the video did a music video, where he involved the mosque in the music video. It turned to another thing for the North too. They were saying a lot of things. So those are the sensitive issues. That is why they will not really progress like that until they start understanding and evolving in this changing world. So what is your own take about it? I want you to put your own comments in the comment section so that we can get to understand you better. We can get to understand what you feel. Before I jump off, finally, I want to say thank you guys for always coming out, watching my videos, and thank you for the love so far. If you are new here, you can click the subscribe button below, the bell notification icon to always get notifications each time we upload our videos. Please do me well, share my videos across social media platforms, comment, if possible, make donations, support us. Sometimes it is red for you.